got into performing and writing songs in high school when some friends of mine who had a folk rock group started talking about doing original material, not just covers. And they approached me because they knew that I had written poetry for many years, and they wanted to see if they could set some of my poetry to music. They did, but through that process and association I learned the difference between poetry and lyrics, learned how to write lyrics as I co-wrote more and more songs with them. And then I started getting interested in writing the music as well. Through that I learned how to play guitar. Because I learned how to play guitar, they invited me to be part of the group. So by meeting these friends, I learned how to write songs, learned how to play guitar, and started performing live with them.
Maybe it's a knock-knock joke that always made you grin, or reading your
In the late 60s, when John Lennon and Yoko Ono were planning their live Peace in Toronto concert, word went out across Toronto to various people in the music industry trying to find a private place for John and Yoko to stay when they were in town. My mother actually got a call from the John Lennon Yoko Ono people asking if she would like to put them up for a few days, and she said, well of course. Of course my mother told me, and I had visions of playing my songs for John Lennon, and goodness knows where that might lead. As it turned out, they didn't stay with us. They chose to stay with Ronnie Hawkins at his farm just outside of Toronto, but oh, I felt I was that close.
What a fool I was, not staying with you. Funny how...
Well, my stepfather was a professional pianist for many decades. My mother was on the music business, or on the business side of the music business. She booked entertainment for a leading chain of hotels. She wrote a book called Some Straight Talk about the music business. The household environment that they created was all about music. If we were talking about music. My stepfather was rehearsing music all the time. And so that just created an environment in which I wanted to be part of that environment, and that was part of music. So that really encouraged my love of music and wanting to get involved in playing it and writing it. First of all, I like to get my crayons out. I like to write with crayons. Actually, the way I like to write songs is to find a chord progression that resonates with me. It sets a tone, it sets a mood. Once I have that chord progression, then that tends to inspire, from the mood it sets, a concept, and that concept then leads to a development of the melody and lyrics at the same time. But it starts with a chord progression for me most of the time.
The past is hold of me, never gonna...
Generally speaking, each song deals with one major emotion that I like to explore for 3 or 4 minutes. And the viewpoint is usually a one-on-one viewpoint. Songwriter, singer, songwriter, talking to or about one other person. Whether it's a love song or a song about children or just about anything else. It's usually a one-to-one relationship of some sort.
Chalked up another win, some woman I've never met.
My musical influences really ran the gamut. Everybody from the Beatles to Bach, James Taylor to Frank Zappa, Batdorf and Rodney to Dan Fogelberg, The Who, Led Zeppelin, Simon and Garfunkel. I'd say a wide range of great artists.
You'll always remind me you left behind me a great love long ago. The past is whole.
On my iPod right now, Rolling Stones, Fleet Foxes, Julia and Angus Stone, Brett Dennen, the Weepies, Pink. Sort of reflects my my eclectic taste, I guess. A whole wide range of people.
Looking for that greener grass has left me blue. The past is hold of me, never gonna let me